I'm the fuck out. I didn't even get started on what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Bro, that movie was crazy.
Crazy, Francie. Yeah.
I was like, what are the specials tonight?
That sounds good. I'll have that.
Hey everybody, Specialist in Nothing, back at you again, talking about everything, specializing in nothing. My name is Frank. As always, Joe and Danny, you guys want to say what's up?
What up? What up?
How you doing?
I'm so sorry.
Damn, homie.
Tonight was just one of those rough, unexpected. You ever have that happen to you? Like, you didn't want to fall asleep, but you were like laying down before you had something to do or like whatever, and then you fall asleep.
Oh, that's my life. What do you mean? Like you accidentally fall asleep? Yeah, like all the time.
And then you wake up and you're just like, fuck!
Dude, I remember specifically, I would be like in, I think it was like high school. It was high school because I was driving. I would have like first period off as a senior. So I'd have to show up for second period. Technically, I had to be there for third period. But then I got there early because like my friends and stuff hang out in the parking lot. I fucking wake up at like 7:15. I'd be like, oh, I don't gotta be until 9:30. Bro, I would just be like snoozing. I go back to sleep. I wake up. It's 9 o'clock. I gotta brush my teeth, get dressed, grab breakfast, drive, get to class. Dude, accidentally falling asleep. Yeah.
Dude, I do.
I could see that with you, bro. You put the kids to bed all the time. They lay there. And you lay there and you're mad comfortable.
Well, that's the difference too. Like, I don't know if everybody does that as a parent, but like for our older daughter, like, yeah, she has always wanted us to like lay down with her to fall asleep and stuff. So like we always like give her story or whatever, and then like, all right, gotta go to sleep. And I'll lay there until she falls asleep. And yeah, sometimes when I do that, I'm like, oh fuck.
Bro, you just get mad comfortable and fall asleep. I countless amounts of times. Like even in my past with other girlfriends and stuff, I'm laying there or she's laying on my arm and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm such an interesting dream. And I just fall asleep and she's like, wake up, you're not paying attention. I'm like, no, I totally am. That one did that one and now they're all mad.
I don't know if it's since I was a baby or what, but you know where I do that religiously?
Where?
In the
movie?
car.
In the car?
In the car. Like if me and Karen are driving to Pennsylvania or something and she's driving, 97% of the time I'm falling asleep.
Bro, I never fall asleep in the car.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about the car. And I just feel like I get so fucking comfortable. Yeah, like I just get so fucking comfortable and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I can't help it.
It's very, for me at least, it's very rare that I fall asleep in a car unless I'm exhausted. I mean, also time out on the ambulance. I'm just like, whatever. I don't got a job to do right now because no one's calling. So yeah, I'm going to pass out. So I'd fall asleep or like on my way to somewhere because that's different. I was working overnight also. So I'm 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. I'm going to be sleeping. But I don't know. I just can't fall asleep while someone else is driving. Let me rephrase that actually. If it's you and me, then maybe I'll be awake. But if it's like you, me, and one other person, and we're driving somewhere, like
you mean like you
if I'm in the back
coming
seat,
back from Virginia on the Dave concert?
Different story. Different story. It was a 9-hour drive.
It was like 8.5-hour drive. Yeah,
something like that. It was long.
We had just finished the concert. Yeah, if it was Virginia Beach, I want to say it was like 8.5 hours, maybe 6.5, but I think it was like 8.5 hours. And yeah, we'd finished the concert and got in the car to start taking turns. And the next thing you know, me and you woke up, we were home.
Oh, passed out. I'm going to see right here. Get directions from New York to Virginia Beach. Let's see. I mean, it's really relevant now. 6 hours.
Yes. Okay. So it was like 6.5 hours.
Yeah. But you got to like go around Delaware. That's why it takes so long.
We're in Delaware.
Like, because there's a giant water. There's a giant water between.
The Delaware water gap.
Yeah. So you got to like go around that. That's probably why it takes so long. Because if you could just fly and be like 4.5 hours.
I think it was in North Carolina, or I forget exactly. It might have because that's
North
after
Carolina
Virginia.
is 9 hours.
No. So then it was on the way to Virginia. I guess it was in Virginia, but that bridge, there was the bridge that was like over the water that was like forever long, and it was like literally this far off the water. And I want to say we were on that bridge for like 40 minutes. It's known. It's like one of the longest bridges like in Virginia or something like that.
Really?
But you don't remember that? Maybe you're sleeping on the way there too?
I don't remember that.
But
this was my favorite
part. That was my favorite part of that drive, though, I will say.
On the bridge?
Oh, such a beautiful scenery on that bridge, like right above the water, no other city around, like for miles. It was pretty dope. But no, yeah, I don't know what it is. The car, I get comfortable and I'm just like,
I feel you, dude. Because honestly, too, like what I'll do is I'll wake up on purpose in the morning. Like I don't got shit to do in the morning. The way my job works, I don't got to be up early. But if I wake up either like accidentally or I got to pee, whatever, or it's nice out, I'll wake up early between like 9:30, 10:30, give or take.
9:30 is not early.
That's early for me, bro. That is OD early.
No, that is not early. Okay,
Yo.
let me get that straight for you right now. Between like 5 and 8 is considered early. Anything past 8 o'clock in the morning is not considered early. It's just considered morning.
I would love to find anyone who agrees with me because I feel like all of society, bro, we're not built like that. To wake up at 5:45, the
you know how many adults
to get ready for work to go.
No,
you know how many adults bitch about that, how tired they are?
But you know how many adults wake up just to go to the gym at that time before work? Like people that actually work at 9 to 5, wake up at like 6 o'clock, go do their gym thing, and then go to work. Plenty of people do that shit.
I joined the 5 a.m. club for a couple months, and then I was like, what am I doing? I have all day to do this. Why am I waking up so early?
To be honest, I personally like working out earlier in the morning. I don't know, it makes me feel better about the rest of the day. But yeah, I have always been like an early bird anyway. Like even now with the kids, I'm always up at 7 a.m. But yeah, that's early. Like 9:30, 10 o'clock is not
10 o'clock for me.
9:30 is 2.5 hours before the afternoon, bro. There's 12 hours in the AM. It's only 2.5 hours before you're hitting the afternoon.
12 hours in the AM shit. Because what are you doing at 3 a.m.?
I'm just saying.
Sleeping. I was working at one point at 3 a.m. And that's
but shit. Some people at 10 at night are sleeping and you are not.
Okay, so what I was trying to get at before I was rudely interrupted by an early bird was that if I wake up between like 9:30 and 10:30 and it's nice out, I'll try to do something. I'll go outside, I'll hang out, I'll go for a run or whatever. Not now because it's cold out, but like in the summertime. Otherwise, dude, if I go outside or if it's gloomy out and it's anywhere before 11, I'm like, I got another hour and a half of sleep before I can wake up. So sometimes I'll do that. Otherwise, if I do get up, let's just say 9:15, medium early for you, and I just continue up my day, bro, by 3 o'clock, I'm done with everything that I got to do because I did everything early. Everything I was supposed to do later, I did earlier. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do? So, bro, I don't watch TV, but I'll put on TV and I'll fall asleep. I'll take a midday nap. And then I feel like a bum because I'm waking up 3 hours later. It's 6:30. It's dark out. I got to cook dinner. I'm like, where'd my day go? I'm like, oh, this is technically 2 days because someone decided to wake up early.
I really don't know if it's an Aries thing or what, but you and Karen sometimes do a lot of the same things. Like, it's so funny because I feel like she's the same way. Like anytime there's a day off from work and like if the kids are like taking a nap or if there's some time that nothing is going on and everything is quiet, she's like, there's nothing going on. I'm gonna lay down. Like I'm just not that person. I don't know why. Like I've never been that person. To me, if I do take a nap, like falling asleep in the car for me isn't like taking a nap, like because it's not the same to me. I know it is, but it just doesn't fall under the same category. But like if I'm home and like falling asleep on the couch or in my bed for like 2 or more hours, I get mad when I wake up. I'll be like, fuck, I just wasted the day.
Why?
Like, because there's so many other things I could have done in that time. Like I'm the type of person where I'd rather only get like 4 or 6 hours of sleep and be able to get so much other shit done and enjoyed throughout my day. Life is short, bro.
Yo,
life is fast. If you don't stop and look around every once in a while, No, but
Oh fuck.
seriously, like I do. I think that sleep is just like I'm more like the type of person that's like I'll sleep when I'm dead. Like like there's
I
so
feel
much
you,
time
though.
to do stuff now,
But
especially like the older I get, the less I'm gonna want to do. Like
I don't.
as I've gotten into my 30s, I definitely want to do less than when I was in my
Yeah.
20s. So
Yeah.
like
100%.
that's only gonna happen more. So I just I don't know. I hate sleep. I hate
See, I'm the type of person, I'll be up all fucking night. Bro, I'll go to bed at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. But I'll wake up at 10:30, 11 o'clock. And I'm just like, I'd rather do what I gotta do at night than do it in the morning. I just fucking love sleep, bro.
See, that's the thing is, I don't know if it's like not living sleep either or not or whatever. Because I said I hate sleep. But see, I actually like the daytime more than the nighttime. I like daytime activities over nighttime activities.
See, this is something I wanted to get Joe in on this because he was big on this whole daytime, nighttime episode thing. And dude, I've always I'm tossing turn. I've always been a night owl. All right, so here's the thing, bro. After you turn 30, you're not an early bird, you're not a night owl, you're an exhausted pigeon. That's how it goes. 100%. Everybody could vouch for that. I'm more of a night owl. I'd rather sleep during the morning, unless I got shit to do or unless it's a really nice day out. Then I want to be out in the sun, warm, whatever. But I'd rather be up late at night. That's my thing.
See, I was like that when we were in the restaurant business. Like when I was a cook and stuff.
Yeah, because we don't get out until fucking 1 o'clock.
I would say like closing out the restaurant and then like wanting to go drink after and like stuff like that. Like I always slept in late. Slept in late and stayed up late. So I hear you.
So
I guess
but napping
your job.
What?
I guess it depends on your job.
Dude, your whole lifestyle depends on what you do for a living. Well, not for a living, but for money, I guess you could say. Because like this is gonna transition for me. I'm not gonna fucking how do I say this? I'm not gonna spill the beans, but like hypothetically, teachers, they gotta be up and at work before first period starts. Darren, for instance, right? He's a teacher. He's like, yo, I'm at the school by 7:15. I'm like, what? You're crazy.
So that means he's up at like 6 o'clock probably.
Yeah, man. And like, I hated that during school. I was like, why is it so fucking early? Why do we gotta be up so early?
He probably is usually sleeping by like 9:30, 10 o'clock. He's in bed.
Sometimes.
Like if he's waking up at 6, he's probably in bed at the latest by 10. So at least 10, I know I'm getting 8 hours of sleep. You know what I mean?
Who really gets 8 hours of sleep, bro?
Honestly,
nobody.
I don't, but I always get 6. If I can get 6, if I can get 6 hours of sleep, I'm good. Like a lot of times, if me and Karen are up watching Netflix or something, and I still got stuff to do the next day, if I go to bed by 12 and I wake up by like 6:30, I'm okay. I'm good. I'll wake up 6:45 the latest or whatever.
Right.
Most of the times though, even by like 11 o'clock now lately, we'll be watching Netflix. It's like 11. I'm like, I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. We gotta turn this off. And then I usually always get up around 7. So I have to say, I usually do get close to around 8 hours of sleep.
You know what though? I guess maybe in my mind, I'm thinking, 8 hours of sleep is like 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., But for me, I'm not getting home from work until 1, sometimes 2 o'clock, sometimes 2:30. Yeah. So 8 hours from that is 10:30, 11, 11:30, I gotta say though, dude, like the amount of hours I put in 3 days compared to a normal 40-hour work week where people spread it out to 40 hours.
Dude, you always have been like that. Even when you were with the EMT, I was like, how the fuck does this guy work 36 fucking hours in 4 days? Like, how the fuck? Dude. So there's sometimes where I have to say, you always pull doubles. You've always been like that.
100%.
But that's also good too, because then you're getting like 3 to 4 days off on the week, which is cool, because if you can work 40 hours in 3 to 4 days, fucking more power to you, dude, because you're getting more than half the week off now. You know what I mean? Most of the time. So that's awesome.
So on my days off, I'll fucking take a nap now and then. Like, this is what I'm trying to get back. We started with accidental naps, but like now I'm like, no, I'm scheduling a nap. Wait, back up a second, because I was going to say something. Hold on. Okay, so about the 8-hour thing. Mm-hmm. Some people will go to bed at 10 or 11 and they'll get their 8 hours. They're up early in the morning. Whereas for my lifestyle, I don't have to be anywhere before noon. Occasionally it's like 11:30, I got to be somewhere. But like you get up easily at 10:30, 11 o'clock and be in and out by like 11:30.
Well, and sometimes you could be up too early. Like me and Karen were up one day together when she was off, and it was like a rarity. And it was actually recent because we were coming up to go to Florida, whatever. We dropped Mia off at school together that day. We went to go to Target, and then next door was Old Navy and like Five Below, whatever. We're like, oh, let's go see if like there's anything over here, whatever. They were all closed. So we're going to walk in the stores to go shopping, and we were there too early. They didn't open for another hour, and we were like,
what do we do?
Like, yeah. So it was kind of a waste. Like we woke up too early.
Oh, dude, I feel you. So that for me sucks. I hate that. If I gotta wake up early on accident, bro, I can't even begin to tell you. There have been times
if you know you could have gotten more sleep and didn't get it, that's what'll piss you off. I can see his face,
bro. When you accidentally wake up too early and you can't go back to sleep, or it's like, let's say you gotta be up at 9, and it's like, all right, for argument's sake, let's say you gotta be somewhere at 9:30. So you're like, all right, I'll wake up 8:45, and I'll be out the door by 9. And you wake up at like 10 after 8. You still have like 28 minutes to fucking get some sleep in before you actually have to be up. I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do for this half hour? So I don't know. Normally, like that's a good sign to make breakfast, but I don't know. It is what it is. But like within the 8 hours thing I was saying before is, even if I get out of work, let's say 2:30, and I wake up at like 10, for whatever the fuck reason, obviously not on purpose, but let's just say I wake up at 10 and I'll get up, I'll go to the gym early, I'll do what I got to do, I'll come back home, it's like 1 o'clock, 1:30, and I'm just like, all right, well, today's my day off. What am I going to do? It's 1:30, occasionally I'll text you, try to grab lunch, see the kids, whatever. But if not, I'm like, fuck it, let me sleep. I looked this up just now. How long should you nap? Okay. So, yeah, because everyone's like, oh, I'll take a power nap. I'm like, bro.
Wait, so naps are actually good for you? I thought naps were not good for you.
So it's a little bit of both. I'm going to read it off from here. How long should you nap? 10 to 20 minutes is called power nap, and it will help you boost your energy and alertness. This nap
honestly naps for 20 minutes.
Yo, this one, I can't even fall asleep in 20 minutes.
Who honestly is falling asleep and after 20 minutes they're like, all right, I'm good. If I only fall asleep for 20 minutes and the kids are like waking me up, I'm like, fuck, goddamn, I just wanted 1 hour.
So this is what they say. And they say that this nap will probably limit you to a lighter stages of non-rapid eye movement and REM sleep. And it will help you to easily wake up and feel refreshed. For the most part, if you're not woken up, I should say. Okay. Then there's a 30-minute nap. There's 4 of them all together. So there's a 30-minute nap. This nap may cause grogginess, kind of like a hangover feeling, which will last up to another 30 minutes after waking up, before you notice the restoration benefits of the nap. So 10 to 20 is good. 30 minutes, no bueno. 2 more. Wow. There's an hour nap. Yeah, I thought the same thing. There's an hour nap. This nap will cause some grogginess when you wake up, but it's beneficial for improving your memory, allowing you to better remember names, facts, and faces. So I'm going to do a quick interjection here. I'm studying for this math thing, right? They say, quote unquote, they is whoever, just in my lifetime, I've heard it. After you study for an hour, you could take a break for an hour. I never really went by that. I'm not a fucking hour studier, but I can't be looking at books for hours. Now I am. I gotta force myself to. But if you were to take an hour nap after studying or reviewing something, your memory will retain that while you sleep, and then when you wake up, it'll come to you quicker, and you'll have a better understanding of it. Huh. Interesting. The last one I'm gonna explain is a 90-minute or hour and a half for those of you math majors out there. A 90-minute nap. This is a full cycle of sleep, which includes the lighter and the deeper stages of sleep. This nap includes rapid eye movement, which is linked to the dreaming stage. So you are dreaming in a 90-minute nap. This nap improves your creativity and your emotional and productoral memory, such as driving a car, playing the guitar, things of that sort. Usually find it easy to wake up from this nap without feeling groggy. Those are the 4 stages of napping.
See, I feel like, of course, you're gonna wake up not groggy after the hour and a half nap. It's the longest nap. I think that's just making people feel like not pieces of shit.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm just being a dick.
They're not just like, oh, you know what? You're a piece of shit if you don't sleep. Oh no, you're a piece of shit if you do sleep. It's just, it is what it is, man. Napping is napping. Everybody loves it. And like little cat naps, all this shit.
Everyone does not love it. Children do not love napping. And I will say, I don't know why I hated napping when I was younger, because now I can't fucking get them. And I wish that I could fucking nap.
I get you, but I heard your children on multiple occasions grab their blanket and be like, Daddy, I won't go for a nap. And it's like,
Ariana has done that many times. Mia never did. And Mia actually, there was a point once she hit like 2.5, where she just stopped napping. And even now, Mia is the only kid at school who doesn't nap. So she's in pre-K, and everyone in her class naps for like 2 hours. And she's the only one that is up with the teacher, and the teacher's braiding her fucking hair. Every day she comes home, she's got like a braid in her hair. And there's that, oh, the teacher did your hair? Yeah, I didn't go to sleep during nap time, so she did my hair. And like that's what happens with my kid. But I don't know what it is. She just, at one point, just never wanted to nap anymore and just doesn't. Ariana, total opposite. Grabs her blanket, comes up to me. I'm tired. And I'm like, you want to go to sleep? Mm-hmm. And like, I'll put her in her crib, put her blanket on her, and she will literally grab the blanket and roll over to her side and just, night. Close the door.
Good night. Okay,
like, bye. So, yeah.
So here's the thing. When I'm napping, I could use, listen, whenever I go to sleep, I don't need a fucking blanket. All I need is a pillow. That's it. Mm-hmm. I need something to lay my head on. I'll freeze. I don't give a fuck. I'll use a mattress.
I actually won't freeze. This is my move. I swear to God. I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is my move. If I have no blanket, I'm cool. Especially if it's like on a couch or something. I will put my arms like this on my chest and lay on my stomach.
You ready for this, bro? I have the same exact, well, not exact, same thing. I will lay with my right ear on the pillow. My left hand is by my chest. My right hand is over my testicles, and I'm sleeping. That's it. I don't know why. I've been like that forever, bro.
Hey, you got that comfortable move. That's it. That's your move. What's your move? Let us know. What's your move?
We'd love to hear.
Wait, hold on. I'll cut this. Just give me 1 second. I gotta let Opie out. Give me 1 second.
Go ahead. You a little bitch ass motherfucker. Take that. Take that.
Okay. All right, 9:48. Hold on, I'm gonna cut this out. 9:48, 10:10. So 22 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll know that there's a 22-minute marker, and I'll cut that out real quick so we can pick it back up.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Wait. No, wait a second. We'll pick it back up in 1 second because I'm gonna have to let him back in. Sorry, he was just next to me. He kept barking. He kept like getting me, and I was like, fuck.
So good.
Oh, this is good. I like this.
I like it.
This is good. I like this. Don't forget where you were at, though.
I'm trying to remember.
You just finished.
Okay, I know what I'm going to say. Thank you.
I'll say you just finished the 4.
Explaining where.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. We went after the 4 things, and then we went from me saying how I sleep like this to you saying how you sleep like this. Yo, that's kind of. I know what I'm going to say. Hang on. I know what I'm going to say when we go back on. Hold on. All right, so it was about a minute. Okay, ready? Bro, so that's that. No, wait. That's kind of like a Michael Jackson move. Like, you're like this. You got your hand by your face and the other
on my
by
chest.
Your
I said, and my
he's
hands
like,
on my.
I gotta go sleep.
I guess I don't know. Well, it's similar because like you put your hands on your chest, so I put one on and then one over here, and I guess I don't know. I had a lot of sleepovers, so
no, it's just funny though. That's the first thing I thought of, like, especially because when you're sleeping, your knees are kind of bent, so like you totally kind of look like him on his tippy toes grabbing his nuts.
Nah. No. Are you okay? So are you a belly sleeper, a back sleeper, or a side sleeper?
Nah, stomach all day.
All
I'm
right.
like, this is what I do. So when I go in bed every night,
Might
and
want
this
to
is
change
weird
that
that
up
I
if you
have
ever
like
do go to jail.
this is actually like a routine thing too. Like I do this like every night. Once I go upstairs, I usually be on my phone for a few minutes. I'll be like on my back, like playing on my phone. Once I start getting like tired, no, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'll
Yeah.
turn over to my left side, like facing the wall, and be like on my stomach, like on my left side, with my phone on the mattress, like still kind of playing on it, playing my game or like whatever.
Okay.
And then I'll put it on my nightstand, and then usually I turn my head to the other side. So I'm usually like on my stomach, on like facing to the right. And then that's my thing is like I'll always have like one leg straight, like one leg bent, kind of like that thing on my stomach, like to one side, and I'll
Okay.
change sides like throughout the night.
So I'm usually a side sleeper. I sleep on my right side. And if not, I'm on my stomach. I don't know how anybody falls asleep on their back. You're a
Me neither.
psychopath. I swear to God.
Yo, you
I
know
mean,
what they
I
say
just-
too? In high school wrestling and stuff like that, wrestling coaches tell the like guys to sleep on their stomachs on purpose. Like go to sleep on your stomach, because then naturally when you're wrestling, you're so uncomfortable on your back. So you when you're getting pinned, like if you're gonna get pinned, it's you know what I mean? Exactly. You don't like to be on your back anyway, so it's more of easier because you're uncomfortable.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I wanted to ask you before is obviously when you take a nap, sometimes you either plan for it, sometimes you don't. Every single grandfather after dinner would sit in the recliner chair, put his hands on his stomach like this, and just fall asleep watching golf. For the most part, you know, that's tradition. Bro, for grandpas. You're not a grandpa until you do that.
For a grandpa, I gotta say that's a pretty good. Yeah, I hear you. But it's funny because when you said that, like I'm thinking like Thanksgiving every year. That's my whole family. Like Thanksgiving after dinner. I just remember this past year of all my cousins like on the couch, just like sleeping.
That's great.
Like, you know what I mean? And it's funny because this year we all brought our dogs. So it was like 4 dogs at Thanksgiving, and like everybody's on the couch sleeping with their dogs after dinner.
That's
like,
funny. So here's another question for you. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll just go with, if you're not in your bed taking a nap, what are you using as a pillow or as, you know, like a comfort thing?
Well, a lot of people have pillows on the couch too anyway. Like me, I have throw pillows on the couch and like stuff like that. So, I mean, you can still have pillows on the couch, but
this is true.
Even in other places, like I don't need a pillow. Like in my car specifically too, like some cars, I guess it's not as comfortable, but my car specifically, like my seats lay like almost flat when you lay it back.
Okay.
So I used to, like when I was working at Amazon or like other times, whatever, when I was at work, I would on my lunch break, even at Stop and Shop, I'd have a half an hour lunch break at Stop and Shop.
Yeah.
I would go out to my car for the half an hour lunch break and just set an alarm and literally just lay my seat back and take a half an hour nap. Yep. So yeah, I mean, but that was no problem for me. Like I can fall asleep anywhere. That's one thing. Like if I'm tired and I need to go to sleep or I need a nap or I need something, I can fall asleep anywhere. Like even when we go sleep at my sister's house and stuff, she doesn't have like an extra guest bedroom in the house that she has now, like she used to. So we'll sleep downstairs, like on the couch or like on the air mattress or like whatever. There's been times where I've told Karen, like, listen, you sleep on the couch, I'll just sleep on the floor. And she's like, what? No, don't sleep on the floor. I can sleep on the floor. It's okay. You won't be able to. I can. And I'll just be on the floor like this. Like, and she don't get it how I do it. And the best part is too, Karen has trouble falling asleep, right? So like when we're going to sleep now, like not naps, but like when we're going to sleep at night and stuff, she has to lay down for like an hour before she's falling asleep.
Really?
So sometimes she'll go up to bed and I'll be like, hey, I'll be up in a little bit. Like I'm gonna play a game or something like that or whatever, you know? Yeah. And then I'll get tired like 20 minutes later and I'll be like, fuck, all right, I'm gonna go up. And she'll be like still trying to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And I'll go up and as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm like, and she will tell me or text me while I'm sleeping or tell me the next morning or something, be like, I'm so mad you're sleeping right now. How could you come up here before me and be sleeping like that and snoring?
You just reminded me of something. All right. So snoring is like a motherfucking bragging about how good they're sleeping in their sleep. Think about it, dude. It's right, like, fuck you, I'm gonna sleep. Fuck you, you can't go to sleep. Because, dude, my boy Aaron He snores like a motherfucker. I traveled with him to Ohio and to Texas on some business a little while back. We got a hotel room, 2 separate beds, but he's like 6'5" or something like that. And he's like, bro, I don't even want to impersonate me because I'm about to scare the audience right now. Straight up fucking like, dude, I thought it was a creature in the fucking closet. This guy's bad. I honestly, I had to go next. So it was he and I, and then our other female friend who had a separate room. It was like 2 something in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I was like,
you're lying. You just wanted to go in her room.
Okay.
You're lying. So, no, I'm just fucking around, though.
I get there. I'm like, she's like, who was there? I'm like, it's Danny. What do you want? I'm like, please open up. I got to talk to you. She's like, is everything okay? I'm like, I can't fucking sleep in this room with this guy. Do you snore?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't snore.
I thought that was part of your story. I thought that you were asking her,
no.
I can't sleep. Do you snore?
Well, no.
Please don't snore.
No, it's fine. But you know what, though? Like, I've noticed throughout life, like, women don't snore as bad as men do. No, women snore. Don't get me wrong.
But that's also because men are just bigger, like physically, like muscle mass, bone density, like a lot of different things. We have bigger lungs than women. Like, a lot of grown men, if you need
like a deviated septum, you could be snoring, or like congestion, shit like that.
There's a lot of things like that. Sleep apnea makes you snore, and there's so many different things. So and that's why, don't get me wrong, women can snore, but they don't snore as loud as men just because like our lungs are bigger. Like, you wouldn't be able to fit a grown man's lungs into a woman's body for
transplant.
Yes, I can't believe I just fucking spaced out that word because my mom had 3 heart transplants. But
so do you snore or no?
Yeah, no, I am a heavy snorer. Karen always tells me that I snore.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't snore, and for the longest time, people were like, how do you know you don't snore? And I'll fucking tell you why. Because when I first started, I was probably maybe like 18 or 19. I was a late bloomer. When I first started sleeping with another female, I didn't want to be like snoring and shit. So I recorded myself throughout the night and I fast forwarded it. And I was like, okay, no, I don't snore. Don't get me wrong. I'll fucking do it.
Bro, I was about to be like,
but I'm not going to be like, I'm not. Like, I can't, bro.
I was about to be like, no, you didn't. But this is also the same guy that on this same podcast has told me that he stands in the mirror and goes to practice handshakes. So I believe you.
You gotta practice the handshake. Oh my god! All right,
I don't think I've literally ever practiced a handshake by myself in my life one time ever.
Oh man. Well, I guess
I was waiting for you to be like, that's why you suck at handshakes.
No, I was gonna say that, but you give pretty good daps and stuff, so it's whatever. The reason why I was asking you about like what you use as a pillow, because when I was in school, whether it was college or high school, whatever, you have like an hour or something nap. Bro, everybody does the same thing. Take your arm, you cuff it, you either put your face in or your ear, and you can fall asleep on a desk. It'll be the best nap you've ever had, but you wake up and you're like imprinted all the notes on your arms and hands and face, and you're like, there's wrinkles everywhere. Some people will just grab a blanket. Go ahead, what's up?
No, I was just saying, I don't know if it was because I'm taller and maybe you're a little shorter, but like, I actually, if I took a nap on a desk like that, my back hurt when I woke up.
Yeah, so I was going to bring that up. I was.
Okay, all right. No, yeah, so then keep going then. I'm sorry, my bad.
Well, no, that was it. I was just going to say that, but other people just grab a blanket, they'll roll it up into a ball or fold it as a pillow. Mm-hmm. There's this, I have a neck pillow for when I was on the ambulance or like sleeping on the ambulance or like on the airplane.
I use it on the airplane, yeah.
On the airplane, because you could like tighten it and just kind of like sleep straight up.
Well, I would say, because it's nice, because if it is like nice around your neck, you literally just have to tilt your head just a little bit and you're comfortable. You're good.
Dude, sleep.
No, I like the neck pillows.
I would fall asleep on the bus going into the city for school all the time. I would try to get a window seat so I could kind of like lean up against it and like put my bag or my jacket up there. But there's this new thing that I physically saw this one time, but I see memes about it and I see pictures of it all the time somewhere else. It's called a power nap pillow for travel. And what it is it's like this, I don't know if it's inflatable or not. It looks like it's inflatable. You put your arms on the inside and your arms cross, like I guess.
Oh, I know what you're talking
fingers
about.
to elbows, and your face goes in a hole, and you could either
so you could breathe.
Right. And you could either take a nap like that, so your face is in the hole, and it's kind of like I Dream of Jeannie, but she's like, bing, and you get the, with like your elbows to arms, or you could watch something in it and just have your face in there and be watching it. I don't want to be that guy to buy one and be walking around with a face, neck, hand, power nap, pillow travel thing.
Well, I feel like that's something that people in the city that like don't have cars that will travel around with backpacks or something like that. That's something they would get because you keep it in your backpack, or like,
so
exactly. If you're traveling around a lot, it's easier to take a power nap somewhere and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I feel like I'm going to start getting that for people for Christmas. Like, here's a power nap on me.
There you go.
I don't know, man. So now, here's a question for you. Would you rather be lying in a recliner chair and take a nap? Or would you rather be laying like on the flat part of the couch?
Flat part of the couch.
I think if I'm going to take a nap, I'd rather be on the recliner part.
Really?
Yeah. I don't
know
why.
Even me for a nap, and this is weird for me, but there's even sometimes at night, like going to bed, where I've slept on the couch instead of going in bed. Like if there were nights where it's like, babe, I just can't get any sleep. Like when I had my shoulder injury, I just couldn't get comfortable in the bed. I was like, babe, I gotta go downstairs. I'm sorry, my shoulder hurts tonight. Like whatever.
Really?
Something about the back of the couch and I know this is gonna sound weird because it's the opposite, like what you just said with the pillow and stuff. But I like to lean against the back of the couch, so I'll be laying on my stomach, but my face will be against the back of the couch.
I know what you're talking about.
Like I like to feel like I'm in the corner or the corner of the couch. Like I don't know why. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. Same thing too. Like when I was younger, I didn't have a rack for my bed or rails for my bed.
Okay.
And I used to have the box spring and the mattress just pushed up against the wall. Do you know how many times I would wake up in the morning, like against the wall, like in the corner?
Really? Holy shit. That's interesting.
I don't know why.
You know, I feel like kindergarten trained us to take naps. Like as a kid, they're like, all right, nap time. I remember they were like, bring a foam mat. It's
actually important for kids, but like for them getting older, whatever, to have naps. Cause like, that's actually one thing I remember, like when we first had kids and like, you get all the baby books and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And Karen was going crazy, but like, there's actually specific times that they give you that, like, okay, from like 0 to 6 months, they need to have like two-hour naps or whatever it is. And then like, they need to have like 2 1-hour naps. And then they need to have at least 1 2-hour nap and like, whatever it is, but they break it down for you.
Sleep.
Yeah, it's like, well, I guess because when they're a baby, it's literally just eat, sleep, poop, 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 eat, sleep, poop, eat, sleep, poop. So like, they do sleep a lot when they're younger. So as you're getting older, I guess you're getting a little less that you need. But so I mean, it is important for babies to get sleep.
You know what I hate though? Like when you take a nap and then you got like if you got to be somewhere at 5, right? And it's like 2, you're like, all right, I could take a nap. You take a nap, or you set an alarm for like an hour, and then it's like you wake up at like 3:30, and you look at the time, you're like, all right, I got more time. You hit snooze, you hit snooze, and then you over nap, and then you feel groggy, and you're like, fuck.
I don't even want to go anymore,
dude. That's it. That's why I could probably say that's why like 80% of plans get canceled because people will take a nap or try to like get in a quick one before they got to go and get ready, and like, oh man, nobody wants to get ready. And after that,
there's a lot of times too, I guess it's just me getting old. It's funny because like when my cousin calls me old head, I'm like, I'm not old. I am, because when I'm about to say something like this, it's true. There's times where I don't take a nap, but I was like wishing I could take a nap or like whatever. I wish I did take a nap. So now I'm just so tired, and I'm like, I don't feel like going anymore either.
Yeah. I'll tell you what though. 100% in my youth, no, I'd say like 10 years ago, I'd say like 6 to 10 years ago, when I would go to Atlantic City or like a party night out, I would make sure that I get to wherever, like, all right, let's say we're going out to Atlantic City, we'll just call it me, you, Darren, Joe, right? And we go there, there's a good chance we're not gonna nap, so I gotta make sure I sleep late because I gotta rally. So on other occasions, if it's me and Darren, just us, if we get there early, we'll go to the pool, we'll get day drunk, and then we'll go back to the room, We'll take like a 3-hour nap, and then we'll wake up, get ready, go, and we'll have dinner or drinks or whatever, and that's where you continue. Those naps are so clutch because if you don't nap in between, you will just feel like shit continuously throughout the night, and you're going to want to call it a night by like 11 o'clock.
I totally disagree with all of that.
Really?
Every part of it.
Which part?
And that's not even any part of my type
Every
of AC
single
trip.
part.
That's not even my type of AC trip. Like, so for me,
Well,
the
no,
opposite.
you're a gambler.
So me and Ryan, like, I don't do anything else in AC. If I'm going to AC, like, I don't go out to any clubs, any shows. We don't even go out to dinner like that. Like,
oh man,
I get there. So check in for a hotel is usually like 4 o'clock or whatever, 3 o'clock, whatever. So we'll get there in like the early afternoon. I'll check into the room. I'll maybe start to have a couple drinks with him in the room, like get dressed, whatever, go down, gamble until like 4 or 5 in the morning. And then that's the day that I wake up at like 11, 12 o'clock the next day or whatever, go hit the casino for a couple more hours and then go home. Or like if I'm there for 2 days, like just when I wake up, all right, you want to get some lunch or some brunch or something before we go hit the casino? Okay. And then hit the casino all day again.
See,
like that's what I would go to AC for. I would like if I was gonna go to Vegas, I'd be like, all right, let's go out, let's whatever. But like to me, AC is like, nah, I'm going there to gamble.
I don't like losing my money, and even if there's a chance of me winning,
nobody likes losing their money.
Yeah, dude, but like,
yeah, that's the thing is the chance of it winning isn't worth it for you. Right. Some people love that thrill of that, of wanting, like, some people are just like have that dream, like, you know, whatever, the big money dream or whatever, that they're like, oh my God, no. Like how Joe says, movies impacted you to where it makes you believe into things. Some people just truly think that one more really might do it. You know what I mean? And even me, I do it, dude. There's so many times, you kidding me? I'll be like, you know what? I got an extra like $20. Fuck it. I'm going to try like a 3 or 4 team parlay and see if it hits. And one fucking team loses. And I'm like, fuck, could have made that like $300. Damn it. Like, you know, like it's just.
I don't know, man. I feel like when it comes to gambling, it's not my thing because I know that there's a better chance of me losing than winning. But if you're going to go down to Atlantic City just to gamble, why even buy a hotel room, you know? Well, wait, let me
like you said, you still got to get sleep.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, a day trip, but I didn't say that out loud. So back up for a second. If you're going to go down to AC, no matter what, I would get a room because I need a home base, you know?
Yeah.
Let's just say we're going down to gamble. I'll get the room anyway because you never fucking know what's going to happen. And I'll just either, if you're gambling, I'm like, all right, I'll go back to the room. I'll take a 2-hour nap. I'll come back down. I'll meet you. And then we'll go get dinner or something where you or Ryan, you guys will just gamble away, which is cool for you, but I don't want to fucking do that shit.
Well, you know what? I got to say, though, too, in some of those moments, like of me in the casino, there's sometimes where like you get on that like fun hot streak and like you get up and like, but see, for me, so I've never actually left a casino positive because if I go to a casino, I want to leave with like $5,000 or more. Like if I go to a casino and I'm
ideal situation.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If I go to a casino though and I'm up like $800-900, I'm like, like if I'm gonna win, I wanna win. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'll always, if it's like $800 or like whatever that I want, I'm like, all right, I want to keep playing. And most of the times I'll put it back. So there's been a lot of times where I've been up like close to $1,000, and then by the time I came home, I lost the $500 I went to AC with. But I don't care because I was planning on going there to spend that $400 or $500 anyway. Like if I go there the once a year when I go, I usually bring like $500, maybe $600, and then that's like my gambling money. And then I'll usually bring like, you know, a couple $100 for food or whatever else just to make sure I have money to get there and back and all that shit. But I'll usually like bring like $500 gambling money, and if I lose it, I lose it. But yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like if I go to the casino and I leave, like, I want to hit like $5,000, like $7,000 or more. You know what I mean? Like, walk away and be like, babe, check this one out. Boom. Like, that would be cool to me.
Dude, if you won $8,000, that would be a solid power nap. That would be a power move on a power nap.
I'll be like, babe, I'm calling off for the next 2 days. Here you go.
Yo, honestly, think about it like this. You don't get a lot of time off when you're working, like a 9 to 5 or whatever. They'll give you maybe 1 day a month if you're lucky. Some people you get 2 weeks out of the year. But if anybody ever won a significant amount of money bro, you call out of work, or for that week, I'm gonna sleep my ass off. If I don't have to wake up, I'm not waking up. You know, or I'll sometimes, bro, I've done this twice in my life. No, I've done it more than twice, but only twice I can recall correctly. We'll talk about it only twice. I just booked a hotel and went there to sleep because it was either during finals week or like I had to deal with some other shit that I was fucking stressing me out.
No, that's just the dream. When you get older, that's the dream. Because hotel beds, there's something about them.
Hotel
down
beds
comforters
hit differently.
Yeah, the down comforters, the pillows, like they're just, I love it. And Karen says that all the time. Like even for her birthday, like 2 years ago or whatever, that's all she wanted for her birthday. She's like, I just want to get a hotel room and just go sleep in the hotel room. Like just, I don't want to do anything else, but just let's go there and go to sleep. I was like, okay, like yeah, that's fine. So no, I definitely agree with that one. I hear that.
Dude, I cannot. I've said dude mad times this episode. I don't know if you've noticed. I just caught on to that because like dude. I've stayed in a retarded amount of hotel rooms throughout my life. I love it. To this day, the best hotel room bed that I've slept in was in Vegas at the Hard Rock Hotel. It was pure fucking heaven, dude. I was like on a cloud. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to not be sleeping. But it's like that comfort where you're like laying there and you don't want to sleep. You just want to be comfortable in that moment. But you get so comfortable that you're like, all right, I'll fall asleep. Yeah. And you just fall asleep. And you wake up and you're like, fuck, I want to do that again.
I love when you have like because not all the hotel rooms, like I guess like motels you don't, but like in hotels, like when you have the thermostat, as soon as I get in my hotel room after we check in, all the way down as far down as it can go, and then when it's nighttime, get me under that big ass comforter and let that room freeze. Ooh. Like
I love it.
I want to see my breath at night in a hotel room.
That's a little extreme, but I like it. I like where you're going with that. Yo, think about like vampires and shit. They nap for like thousands of years. Ooh. Or like, what does he say in Genie and Aladdin? 10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. I want that.
Well, think about it. You napped for like 30 minutes in class on the desk and your back hurt. Imagine that many years.
That does suck though about napping. I say that's probably the worst part about it is either.
Yeah, like I hate when you fall asleep in the car and your fucking neck, you're like, oh man, my neck was this way the whole time and now I want to go this way. It hurts. Oh, I hate that.
Stiff neck. And when your arm falls asleep.
Yeah, that too.
Like
and
pins and
tingles.
It's too much, bro, because it stings and it tingles, and every time you move it or try to like move a finger, you're just like.
See, I'm a weirdo. That's like I don't want to make people like freak out, but like I'm a freak for pain. Like I like I'll peel off a scab and be like and like enjoy that a little bit, or like,
ooh, you dirty boy.
I do like pain to a degree or whatever. So
there's
I actually don't mind that.
Go ahead. I forgot what I was going to say, but
no, that's all right.
Joke at you. There's groups for that, They're both getting into and out of that routine if you'd like. So whichever, I'll sign you up, bro. Fuck it.
No, but like, if I wake up and like my hand is falling asleep, like I'll move my fingers on purpose and stuff to try and feel it more and stuff. Like I don't know, I'm a weirdo like that.
No, it's interesting, but like, all right, we're gonna take a straight turn of conversation on this one. I think you know where I'm going. When you're sitting on the toilet and your legs go numb.
Oh, I can do that. I'll try and stand up. I'll be like, oh shit.
Dude, I'm like
fuck.
holding onto the wall. I'm like my legs are like, you can do it. I feel like an old guy missing his cane, I
was just gonna say, like, you're getting up and you're like, this is gonna be like when I'm 90.
Damn. Yo, I go for a nap right now.
Honestly, I just took one technically.
You did.
I put her to bed at like 8 o'clock. I woke up, it was 9:30. I was like, fuck, I'm supposed to be on with him.
Dude, that sucks too. Like when you overnap and you're like, fuck.
Well, that's how I started it. That's why, because I was like, as soon as I woke up, I was like, I know what I want to talk about. I was just like, yeah, let's do this, because that is a topic. Like it happens so often with people all the time in regular life that you're like, I hate that feeling. Like that feeling of just, oh shit, fuck. As soon
Yeah.
as you wake up, you're like, damn it, I'm late.
We did it again. Yo, so Joe used to nap real hard all the time. So hard, in fact, that I had his picture on my phone when he called me would be him taking a nap. So there was times, like, I'm talking like 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, I'd hit him up in the morning. I'm like, yo, let's go do this. He's like, all right, cool, no doubt. And then like 3 o'clock comes around. I'm just exaggerating the numbers and stuff because I can't remember. But and like 3 o'clock comes when we're supposed to go meet up. And I'm calling, no answer. I'll text him, no answer. So then I'd call his house phone. I'd call his mom. Hey, listen, I'm supposed to meet up with Joe. You know what? Oh, he's on. Joseph! Dan, hold on, I think he's sleeping, Dan. I'm like, fuck, are you kidding me? She'd go wake him up, and he'd be on the phone. He's like, hello? I'm like, Joe. He's like, who's this? I'm like, bro, we were supposed to get lunch an hour ago. He's like, bro, my bad. I'm sorry. I fell asleep. I'm like, this motherfucker. He's like, all right, you still want to go? I'm like, nah, it's too late. He's like, all right, no doubt, because I'm going to go back to sleep then.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Part of me was like, when I woke up, that question came. Like that question always comes in your head after you like that. Something like that happens when you wake up late for something. You're like, do I go now? Yeah. Like in the morning, I wake up late to take me to school. I'm like, you can stay home today. You can stay home today. Like, see, I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, she's in pre-K, so don't get me wrong. When she's in school, I wouldn't do that.
Right.
But in pre-K, like, okay, she's not gonna call her the orange elephant today. It's okay. So it's okay. But no, so
you know what?
I don't mind that as much. But no, that is something that every person does do when they oversleep something. And I 100%. Did do that tonight. I'm like, shit, do I still want to do it? Should I or do it? Like, does he still want to do it? Should I say, like, do you still want to do it? And then I before I even said it, I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna get on and like we'll just get it done and like blah blah blah. Rather than asking the question, because then exactly you might say, well, you know what? Yeah, and then like that's how that happens.
I definitely, like I said, I think 80% of canceled plans is because of naps.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I said when that happens.
Stick with that.
Hell yeah, absolutely, 100%. I don't even, like I said, I don't know if it's necessarily naps. It's just from tiredness or the groggy feeling like that you keep talking about from naps or like whatever. Because I don't think that's always from a nap. You could feel that when you're just tired too, no?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like on my phone, I usually, if I'm gonna take a nap or if I know I'm gonna take a nap or I'm gonna snooze, I'll usually set an alarm for 40 minutes or 45 minutes. I guess that's probably in between the good and the bad, but 45 for me, I'm like, that's enough for me to fall back into sleep, feel good about it. And then once I'm like about to make out with like Megan Fox, it's like, bloop, 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 bloop. I'm like, fuck, all right, whatever, I'm up. Let me start my fucking day. And I just get back to it.
Well, it's actually more like, you know, like 2 minutes before I can get up and start my day.
My man. Oh man, we good?
Yeah, good. I'm good. Yeah, that was actually fun. I like that. That was cool. A little different about sleep.
Yeah. Little nappy poos, little cat naps, little kitty cat naps. Fuck.
Well, last question.
Go for it.
Would you prefer to take a scheduled nap or an unscheduled nap?
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like, okay, well, what do you mean by scheduled nap?
Like, oh, I have some time. I'm planning on going to lay down and go take a nap right now. Or like just laying there
and accidentally falling asleep.
And then waking up and be like, oh, that felt good.
So, okay, because this is going to hit differently. A planned nap works out really well, but gives me anxiety because then I'm like, all right, if I don't fall asleep within the next 10 minutes, I'm only going to have 35 minutes and then I won't be able to like actually enjoy the
Now
sleep.
I'm only going to have 20 minutes. Now I'm only going to have 15 minutes.
Right.
I hear you have done that.
But if I fall asleep accidentally and then I wake up and I'm like, where am I? What time is it? What day is it? Then I'm going to have anxiety because I'm like, fuck, I was supposed to do something. I didn't schedule this plan.
I hate waking up in a panic like that when you aren't late. I hate, there's times where like I've fallen asleep and then like you wake up and you're like, oh my God, fuck. And I'm like, wait, no, never mind. Or like, oh my God, I gotta take the kids to school. It's Saturday. You know what I mean? Like I've done that before, like wake up in a panic and be like, oh no. Oh, wait.
Oh wait,
Never
I'm good.
mind.
I'm good.
Never
We're
mind.
good.
And I hate that because now your heart's beating fast and you can't go right back to sleep because you just panicked
No.
yourself into that wake up stage.
And
It's
then
like, well, I guess I better go get some coffee now.
your adrenaline's rushing. Shit. All in all, I'd say I like unscheduled naps because I think if I'm like laying there watching TV, I don't really have anything to do anyway. So like, fuck it, I'll take a nap. But
No,
if I'm
same.
like, all right, I'm tired, I gotta go out later. Let me power nap now to rally. And then 8:30 comes. I'm like, yeah, I'm super busy right now, guys. I can't make it.
Well, see, for me, I feel like the best nap is an unscheduled nap outside on like a nice spring day,
On a
like
fucking
in the
hammock?
sun. Oh yeah, like in a hammock or like on in the shade under a tree or something, like leaning against a tree or something. I could do that.
Beautiful.
Like nice day out, feeling like the breeze or whatever. You're just tired and you just like chilling there, and then all of a sudden you just wake up a little while later and you're like,
Okay, here's some questions. Would you rather wake up sweating or wake up freezing?
Freezing.
Same, because I fucking hate sweating. And then I'm
I
just
hate
like,
being hot.
I wake up like, fuck, it's so hot. You're taking off layers of clothes, you fall back asleep, and then you're freezing and you wake up, you're like, where are my clothes?
When I wake up and actually even when I'm not sleeping, like just when I'm sweating in general, I get angry. Like when I get hot and I get sweaty and stuff, like I feel like I just get like angry and I get pissed and like, whatever. Like I would take the cold over the heat any day. I'll take the snow over the sun any day. I don't know what it is. I'd rather have cold than hot.
Okay.
You know what else I didn't notice too until just now? Normally, like I'll play music in the background when we record. I've had Peppa Pig on this whole fucking time.
And honestly, I'm listening. I'm like, I don't know. In the back of my mind, I was like, oh, it's the kids. But then I'm like, no, it's not the fucking kids. Why is this guy got Peppa Pig on? We're like counting 1, 2, 3 squirrelies.
I did hear it before too, but I didn't realize I heard the and I heard it before, but I didn't put it together like that. But yeah, so the whole time everybody was hearing Peppa Pig in the background.
That's it. Peppa.
Oh man.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for the likes, listens, shares, and follows. We appreciate your support on naps. I support naps. I'm gonna make a shirt that says I support naps.
Naps matter.
Naps matter. I like that. Let's go with that. Check out the merch coming soon.